Dear Mr. or Mrs. Next President, defending the Second Amendment is the most important issue that you need to focus on during your presidency. It is imperative that you focus on this issue first because over 2,000 people a day protect their lives with guns. 2,000 people a day face being a victim of a crime and protect themselves with guns. This totals to 730,000 people on average every year, according to the NRA. Taking guns away only takes guns from the law-abiding citizens in the U.S. and not the criminals who commit the crimes. Criminals don't care what the law says. Look at Prohibition. People still found a way to obtain alcohol. Criminals don't care what the law says. It is the same concept as taking guns away from the people, except the people that get guns are criminals. Some examples of this are Sandy Hook Elementary, Columbine High School, Orlando nightclub, and the Paris attacks. These are a few places that no one had guns to protect themselves.
Also important that you focus on defending the Second Amendment. First, because people think that if we put a ban on all guns, there will be no gun-related crime and we will all be safe. But that's not the case at all. We have proof that places like Canada and Australia, who have all implemented strict gun laws, have had increased crime. Also, if you took a gun away from law-abiding citizens who need them, then they will have no way to defend themselves. Owning guns would actually deter people from robbing you because they don't want to be killed. The homicide rate in Canada has risen 15% in the last year, according to Canadian government statistics. Even with the long gun registry, which prevents people from owning handguns and shotguns, and the firearm death rate has increased 14% in the last year. In Australia, the armed robbery rate has increased 44% in the last year due to the Australian government taking away every gun from each citizen. Gun-assisted homicide has increased 300% in 2001 after this law was implemented.
This issue must be focused on during your presidency because it is affecting the American people. It is affecting the American people because stricter gun laws make the people less safe. An example of this is the Orlando nightclub. That was a gun-free zone. What would have saved so many lives is that what if there had been someone concealed carrying, or if there was armed guards? There would have been so many people saved that night. Someone in the club had a gun, then there would not have been so many people dead or wounded. This would have had changed so much for so many people. It was a shame that the club owner had to put a gun-free zone sign in the front. That was a quote from Bill O'Reilly. Another example is in 2015, a man in Shelbyville stopped a gas station robbery by pulling out a concealed firearm and stopped the robber when he was trying to rob the gas station. This can happen to anyone, anywhere.
Mr. or Mrs. Next President, you should follow the following plan in order to help address protecting the Second Amendment. The next president should appoint a more conservative judge like Scalia if the Republicans hold the Senate like they currently do. This would allow them to have more control over the Second Amendment-based laws. Although I don't disagree with Obama's law, which makes it so people on the no-fly list and people on the FBI watch list aren't allowed to own guns, I believe that this law should be passed through further bringing relative safety in small numbers.